Oh! There is no way. Hey guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here. Hope you guys are having a great day and welcome to another test realm video. Today we're going to be talking about what I think is a super underrated part of test realm at the moment. There have been a lot of changes. I personally believe that we're at the cusp of a gigantic minion meta in PvP. There's a lot of reasons why I say this, so let's go through them. And I think this video is really exciting because we're also going to be testing out some changes because some of these minions can literally cast spells that they've never cast before. So the changes are, they're actually 4 schools that are affected by this. The first one is balance. This is a pretty big one in my opinion. Something that we never had before, but now there's a 3-pip Spectral Minion. Now, a Spectral Minion isn't exactly that different from most minions. What it does basically, it can either summon an Ice Guardian, a Storm Elemental, or the Fire Elemental. And it used to be 4 pips. Now that it's 3 pips, this is actually probably one of Balance's best spells. You could actually use this or the Mandra Minion, or the Clockwork Minion. Other than Myth, right? Balance is actually going to have access to the most minions that are useful for its strategies. You have 3 different minions here, and then you have another minion in the Mandra Minion, another Clockwork Minion. I mean, the options are literally endless. If you can find a way to use any of the 3 elemental minions, the Mandra Minion or Clockwork, you could literally use so many. The other school that had their minions changed is Life, and now they have a 3-pip Sprite Guardian. I think this is super overdue. Honestly, this is actually a really meaningful buff. Like, unlike other schools, Sprite Guardian was 4 pips, and it was literally the most pip costly main minion. Every other school had a 3-pip minion. The only school that doesn't have a minion now that's like usable at 3 pips is Death, but that's it. That's the only one. This is probably, considering we got Sprite Swarm as our spell this update, for Life Wizards, this is the biggest buff. This is actually a big one. Now, I mentioned that there are 4 schools that are affected by the changes. So the 3rd school, if you've already watched the video, you might know this, but there's a new Myth spell, and I actually think that this might be a menace. So basically what it does, right, if you have a Golem minion, you can enchant the Golem minion with the Golem Taunt, and what it does is that it literally just summons a minion, gives it some HP, and then all it does is taunt. Now, taunt actually works the way taunt is supposed to work. So in PvP, if you're taunted by a minion, you either have to hit everybody on the field, or you can only single target the minion. So if you're caught deck failing, this could be a 3-pip Shrike counter just like that. And I see this being a very realistic thing. If someone strikes against a Myth, you could just put out this minion, and it's gonna taunt every round. You can literally do whatever you want because your opponent can't hit you unless they AoE. And finally, just like Life, Storm's minion is now changed in the sense that it actually has better and different behavior. So this minion right here, they didn't change anything about its health or anything, but they did change how it PvPs, how it plays. So basically, it's just a better minion. So this is to say that if you don't pack AoEs like Stormlord or, you know, the Dragoon Amulet hits, those are going to be a must-have for PvP now. But beyond that, there should be like a real consideration for minions across those 4 schools if you're one of them. Might as well use them. I have a feeling that minions are going to be a huge part of the meta, and honestly, I've had a problem with minions because you could literally just crit and kill them with a wand hit as long as you have the same school wand, right? If you have crit for your wand, most minions die. The only exceptions to that rule are Water Elemental and Minotaur Minion. But now, even though they're very one-shottable, at least they do some stuff. I wanted to spend the rest of the video talking about the specific behavioral changes of Water Elemental and Sprite Guardian, so I thought I would just summon them, see what kind of new spells that they do. I've already heard of some crazy things that these minions can do. This is going to change up PvP, especially if you're a Storm or a Life, so let's get right into that. Now, let's not forget, literally the taunt change already makes this minion incredible. It's 700 HP, and it taunts. It's going to be, like, look, he does this very regularly. On that one round, basically, you have to hit the minion. So by doing that with 700 HP, you're not gonna wand hit this minion to death. You're not gonna do anything to really kill the minion. So this is already a huge deal. So that I'm excited for. As a Storm with low HP, to have a minion that can taunt and literally, you know, divert it. But, you know, it also does shield. So this is a new thing. It never used a Spirit Shield, only Elemental Shield. So it does look like they added another set of shield. That means that unless you're going against a balance, this minion is already insanely useful for defensive purposes. Now, I want to see what else it does, because I've heard some crazy things. Okay, so do be shielded and do be shielded. Yo! Oh my, yo, he can cleanse. He's never been able to cleanse before. Also, if you have weaknesses and you're like, that's kind of crazy. If you're blade stacking, or if you just have a blade and you don't want to get rid of it, especially with Rain Beetle and the fact that it's a balance blade, a weakness, how do you remove a weakness when you have a balance blade up? This is a great thing that it does now. So we've seen taunt, 2 shield. Oh no, my God. Yo, is he psychic too? How do you do that, bro? That's crazy. My boy, imagine if that was PvP, bro. Oh my God. I used to see the minion disarm, hit, and trap, but it's obviously much more defensive now. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not really an offensive minion. And honestly, oh, there is no way, right? There is no way. There is no way this man's is Darkwinded. Oh my God. I can't believe. So wait, oh my, can this minion, wait, so he can cleanse? Can he still trap? If he can buff with a dude, this minion's gonna be a menace. Oh my God. I didn't know that it could bubble. Bro, this, if I'm not mistaken, this is only one of 2 minions that can bubble right now. It's the Mandra minion's the only other minion that can do that. That's gotta be rare though, dude. I think he really does taunt a lot more than anything. If that's not rare, that's a problem. I don't think he disarms even close to as much as he used to. So that is a thing. You know, that is something that I'm noticing. And he doesn't seem to trap as much. Then again, this is just a very small sample size. Maybe he does more. He's passing a lot, obviously. So that's also a problem with this minion. Now, another thing that I noticed is that he doesn't seem to be Sprite. He's not doing Sprite. He's not doing Absorb. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't a huge fan of the Absorb. The Sprite was kind of nice. I assume that he doesn't heal anymore. He used to literally Sprite and Absorb, which are like super defensive for a Storm minion. So maybe he's just doing Storm spells now. What I will say is that the minion is absolutely worth casting in PvP. Things like Cleanse, Bubbles, Shields, and the Taunt, obviously, I mean, it seems insane. I'm curious if Disarm is in the pool still. I think Disarm was one of the best things that minion had, so if they did remove it, that is a slight nerf. But other than that, if you're trying to play a tank storm kind of setup, it's a really good idea to put out the minion. I'm very curious to see what people do with this minion. Let's see what the Sprite Guardian does as well, because this one is like, I think it's just completely different, because it's lower in pips, and it has a different skill set. Let's look at a couple of things. Let's look at HP first, right? That's big. But also, what I really want to see is, does this minion just pass a lot? Now, I know the Storm Elemental did pass quite a bit, but this minion is notorious for passing. This minion passes like it's its job. So, if it doesn't do that, that's already a dub for me. Oh my God. Yo! No way. Wait, so it literally gives both of us a healing thing? Oh my God. So, I can heal better, she can heal better, and she hits still. So she does break shields, which is very important for a minion on a life anyways to do, because we don't have good overtimes. But the Brilliant Light is definitely new, and honestly, I love it. Because let's say you have a Guiding Light up, and you summon this minion, and it gives you a Brilliant Light. Now you're looking at like a Regenerate doing thousands of damage. So this is a very good heal-oriented, oh my God, it Guiding Lights as well. So I assume that it could Guiding Light you, I assume, but honestly, who cares? If you can Guiding Light yourself, you don't even need it. I want to see if it, how often does this minion pass is the real question. That's the real question, dude. Oh my God. Oh wow, it can Spirit Shield. Yo, so wait, can it, it's not, I'm talking about some Spirit Shields. It can Spirit Trap. That's a 30 trap, bro. So you're telling me that my ass can Life Fuel and also get a Spirit Trap from the minion? You serious right now? Look at what I can do, my boy. Look at what I can do. Hey, we already double buffed, my boy. I will say this, I don't mind if this minion's honestly on the better end, because you can literally want it and crit, and it's over. Oh! Yo, stop it right now, stop. Okay, so I was wrong. There are now 3 minions that can bubble. So is this just a thing? So all these minions, they can just bubble now? Bro, that's insane. Imagine a 3-pip minion, like literally Guiding Lighting, Brilliant Lighting, and Sanctuarying. Can this minion heal? Bro, if this minion sators me right now, I mean, obviously a satyr is even like a fairy. Oh my lord, it continues. What is going on? It can Legend Shield, which is an incredibly good move. I mean, it's incredible. Literally, if you can put multiple shields on yourself against myth or death, it's really good. Wow. Oh, this minion's not, and here's the thing, the reason minions on life is good is because of Grenadier. So it's not just what it does on its turns, it's a fact that you can make it so that you can pacify yourself on those rounds too. And honestly, you could even theoretically, could you use taunt on a life on a round just to keep it up? Could you use taunt as a way to keep the minion alive, maybe? I mean, you could take damage by doing that, but with the new taunt spells, maybe you could actually keep the minion alive while it's doing useful things, even if it only has 400 HP, right? Maybe you could keep it alive by taunting. That might be a cool, I mean, that's never really a good idea because they can AoE, but still, I don't know. Does Stacy heal? Don't let us down, Stacy, please. Oh my god, now she's just passing like crazy. See, that I'm not a fan of. That happened with the last minion with life as well. They just start passing after a few rounds. I love the Sanctuary and the Brilliant Light and all that. And honestly, it's not like these minions are going to be alive for that long. It's about how many copies and when you put them. But see, four rounds in a row passing is just awful. So that is an issue in my opinion. I wonder if it's glitched, because she's just not doing anything now. Yeah, so this minion seems to run into the same issues that the previous one did. This is what I really wanted to see. I think they gotta fix this. Because it's passed, I think, now 6 or 7 times in a row. I mean, at that point, why is it even out? You feel me? Yeah, you can Grenadier. You can make that good argument. It is a good argument. But, I mean, you know, you put 3 pips into it, and if your opponent chooses to keep it alive, it should be doing things every round, just like any other minion. So I love the Sanctuary. I absolutely love the Brilliant Light. I love the set shields, the Spirit Trap. I love all of that. All of that's really good. But the fact that she just literally goes into this little pass mode, I don't know. That's the only thing that I'm not a fan of. So honestly, very impressed with a lot of these things. I mean, even 1 or 2 tactical bubble changes from a minion could completely win you the game. So these are game changers for life and for also Storm. I don't know, man. I've always been a fan of minions. I think they do get annoying when you spam them to the point where your opponent just runs out of AoEs and wand hits and stuff. So, you know, it can get a little excessive. But at the end of the day, you have to have a good deck setup. You have to have good synergy. And you have to have good game sense to use a minion well. And I think they're indicators of actually good skill. I mean, it's better than doing it's better than doing nothing but just blading a hit. Like, you know, minions add variety, diversity. I'm really excited for this meta with minions. What do y'all think? Do y'all like minions? Do y'all not like them? As far as my constructive criticism, I will say this little passing thing with the Sprite Guardian is disrespectful to life wizards. And I think they gotta tweak the AI. Whatever's causing that, I think they should, and I think this should be true for any minions. I don't think passing more than a couple rounds in a row makes any sense to me. It's your opponent's fault for letting the minion stay alive. You shouldn't be punished because the AI is faulty. I would love to know y'all's opinions about the new minions. Have you seen them do any other spells? Have you seen anything that wasn't covered in this video? Let me know in the comments. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed. Leave us up if you're new. Let me also know what kind of strats y'all would be running with these minions. As always, stay awesome. And yeah.